G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Makari Mansion. My name is Inky, and this morning I was a little eepy baby. I struggled to get out of my bed, and I struggled to draw myself to my computer, and I sat there questioning myself, what could possibly cause this woeful lack of energy? And I realized it was a distinct lack of dopamine and cortisol coursing through my body. So what do streamers do to try and fill that void? Memes. Memes, specifically, after trawling through the internet, I found something that would fill both of those necessities. One patriotically driven, in fact. For those of you Americans out there and Brits out there that are constantly battling against each other like there's a new Napoleonic War going on, I am here to bring you memes to provide both of these hormonal inducements, while simultaneously reminding us that Britain is better than America, because I'm a contrarian and I like to bring controversy to everything. For legal reasons, this is absolutely joke. Unless. But if nothing else, it will provide us a jovial jaunt of joviality. So sit back and relax and let's try and enjoy some memes. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, did you hear that, dude? That was a good clap. Damn. All right, so now most normal streamers will do their utmost darndest to try to prevent discourse within their community, instead trying to placate all sides of the spectrum by being homogenous and aware of their community to bring everyone together in one communal gathering. Me, however, being the absolute cretin that I am, will find two sides of a coin and pit them against each other like a cockfight. And I thought this one would do the best because it placates my patriotism whilst also making fun of Americans, which, if anything, is one of my favorite things to do. I am already waiting for the inevitable clash in the comments of Americans and British people fighting each other whilst all the other countries are looking on in humor. So this is UK versus USA memes. Don't ask me why we decided to do this. I was clearly lacking in cortisol and every other emotion imaginable required to get through my day, but sometimes we just need to watch something as blaringly deranged as this kind of thing. So here we go. UK versus USA memes. I'm sure this won't cause any problems for our community in the slightest.
Color, America, color. Humor, what are you doing? Getting rid of you. English, traditional. English, simplified. Oh. Invent a new sport. Spread it around.
We see, the reason for this being, though, the Brits invented the English language, and everything that America stands from is simply pulled from their British heritage and then bastardized in some way that they can make it seem like they've copied our homework, but not too closely. And, you know, I realize that there's going to be Americans out there that go, actually? Well, to that I say, God save the Queen. And sorry to the rest of the world for the fact that America exists. And all that. You know, yeah. Yes, me, your shining example of British pandering. We are sorry for what we unleashed upon the world. We opened the Pandora's box and we take no responsibility for what came after. It is like an unruly child that has been let loose upon the planet. And they are now your responsibility. We apologize. But this isn't about the politics of things, it's about memes.
In the world. Be bad at it. Invent a new sport. No one else wants to play it. You're world champion. Pubs in the UK.
That's true.
McDonald's in America.
America, thinking smart, not harder.
I don't understand American school years. What the hell is a freshman or a sophomore? Why do
America took one look at the thing that England had invented and was like, okay, so how can we uniquely distinguish this for ourselves whilst also bastardizing any common sense behind it? Now, I'm not saying that England is perfect. By all means, I'm the least patriotic person you'll find. I mean, I will say this for a fact because I look outside my door at the potholes and I realize that we lived in a fucked society. But America, why do we have to convolute everything?
you have these words instead of numbers? Why would you use numbers? So it makes sense. What the hell is a sophomore or a freshman? Why are the men fresh? America makes no sense, as usual. Bless the person that actually made the chart. British person voice. Americans drive on the... Wait, why am I acting... I am British. What? Americans drive on the wrong side of the road. Really? Because the majority of the world seems to disagree. Finally, America didn't mess something up and call it good. British people doing the...
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. This is just like cultural difference at this point. There is a certain threshold where cultural differences are just undistinguishable from general ignorance.
dude be like, you're splendid, and dude, scrumptious, carry on, heavens.
This is racial profiling. We don't all talk like we're Tracer from Overwatch, you know? I mean, some of us darn well do, but we got a spiffing way of going about our dude. I am not helping dissuade this speculative stereotype in the slightest. But I'll have you know that just because some of us talk like this doesn't mean we all do, love. That's a fucking Cockney accent, you know what I'm saying, me gaffer?
I'm arriving. And Americans be like, yeah, I love your cousin. You're so good at that. Yeehaw, I'm gonna eat a cheeseburger. Hello, you idiot. Oh my gosh. I totally can't believe what you just said. Gross. Hello, you idiot. Morning, mate. How's the family? America.
So this is something that the Australians got from us. British people can, like, one British person looks at another British like, oi, cunt, how you doing, mate? Oh, you wanker, you proper absolute balmy git. Yeah, how's the old Mrs. Slag hanging, eh? And the Australians are like, oh, yes. That's our entire way of living now. And the rest of the world's like, that's a bit rude, innit?
We want you to know where you are and where you're going. Europe, go screw yourself. Uses imperial system. Uses metric system.
I will say, having been to America the few times that I have, I do fully respect that at least in America, you know where the fuck you are with your block system. But you gotta keep in mind, the reason why this in America works is because it's all new and shit. Roads in England are older. Almost as old as your mum.
We want you to know where you are and where you're going. Europe, go screw yourself. Uses imperial system. Uses metric system. Uses both, but still makes fun of US for using the imperial. Chips, crisps, french fries, chips. Chips and chips. Why do Australia do that?
Well, you know, there's a better way of surmounting this. You just go yummy. I'd like some of that yummy, please. Some of that yummy. Looks at VTuber thighs. Yes, yummy.
Thanksgiving dinner. Damn, I wish we had Thanksgiving in the UK. That looks delicious. Should have won the Revolutionary War, you old
Alright, okay. Guys, can we please stop bringing up the Revolutionary War? We get it. You beat us. We were a bunch of pussy-ass wankers at that point. I get it. Can we please stop bringing it up? We're sorry. And before anyone brings up the Boston Tea Party, I want you to realize that wasn't even the British that you were offending. That was your own tea. That wasn't even British tea. That was your own tea. The only thing that we got offended by was that we weren't paid for it. Get your historical facts right, bruv.
Chap, pumpkin carving in the US and in the UK. Okay, so that will be 100.
See, the problem with the UK is that nobody has any pride over anything they do. And Halloween in the UK is abysmal at the best of times. Halloween might be the only holiday event that I actually enjoy. It's just a shame that nobody else does. Which is why, more often than not, when we have Halloween over this side, whenever I get kids coming to my door, I dress up in a really spooky outfit and just jump scare them so they don't want candy from me anymore.
In the US and in the UK. Okay, so that will be $160,000. Okay, so your follow-up appointment is scheduled for 2056. What do you consider euthanasia?
None of these choices are good. I, for one, hate the British healthcare system, but at least we're not broke from just getting a stubbed toe.
Yeah. How do I lose 30 pounds in 1 minute? Go to England and buy something. British people get this joke or something? At what point in...
Oh boy, I do! Cost of living, am I right, bruv? I hate this country. I hate the fact that I like that right there is like... Hold up, I'm gonna find some fucking meme a second. Okay, you know what? I can't find the meme, but TLDR, if you went into a Londis back in the old, like the early 2000s with like 30 quid, you'd come out with an entire swag bag of junk food. Enough food to last you for days. You go into a Londis or a Marks and Spencer's with 30 quid now, and you come out with depression. I hate England.
In history, do you think Americans stopped having British accents? Actually, Americans still have the original British accent. We kept it over time and Britain didn't. What we currently coin as a British accent developed in England during the 19th century among the upper class as a symbol of status. Historians often claim that Shakespeare sounds better in an American... Sure they would. Of course they're going to say that. Shut up, historians. Anything left in the back
when you get a British person that's talking a bit like this, that's just them flexing their superiority on you because, as ever in England, the hierarchy of things has to subjugate the local poors out there to remind them that they're of a lower stature than the rest of us who are far superior than all of those MacGuffins. Now gift me 50 subs right now.
Back of a pickup truck in the
Also, I love the fact that Top Gear or like these three people might as well just be the face of England when it comes to the rest of the world looking at us. When the rest of the world thinks of England, these are the faces they think of.
UK gets stolen immediately. Why doesn't that happen here in the US? Because they shoot them here. Are there even any houses in the USA which touch each other? Like in Britain, some houses are terraced or semi-detached, but in America, they're like, don't touch me. I've always wondered what Britain...
It's called land equivalence. You guys over there have so much room for activities. Meanwhile, in England, if I go outside and swing my arms around, I'll punch 5 people.
British neighborhoods have looked like. Thank you. Wait, so Americans don't have houses that are terraced or semi-detached? I didn't know that. I think they do, but mostly in cities. As a non-American, that's exactly how I view it. Updated history of the presidents. American biscuit, left, and one variety of British biscuit, right. The American biscuit.
I don't mean to be aggressive here, guys, but Americans, what the fuck? In fact, hold up. I got a video for you that can summarize this entire thing. This right.
Okay, America.
This right here.
So the first word is pavement. Yeah, I didn't really get this one because I feel like we walk on the side, so I just wrote sidewalk. Okay, that's very simple. But we'll go with that. And so the next one I got is bin. Yeah, I did not get that one at all. I wrote trash can because you put trash in it and it looks like a can. Okay, the next one I've got is petrol. I wrote gas, but it's a liquid. Yeah, I just prefer gas. The next one I have on my list is pushchair, such as for a baby. Yeah. For this one, I put down stroller because normally when you use them, you're strolling. Pharmacy or chemist is a store for drugs, so I put drugstore. Simplifying everything a lot to the point of obnoxiousness. USA. Now, I was particularly peeved after our last lesson, America, but I'm willing to give you another go if you are willing to listen. Oh my god. No, totally. Okay then, well the first one we've got on this list is lift, as in the lift inside the building will take me up to the 3rd floor. I wrote elevator, like elevate me up the building, elevate me to a higher level. Okay, that one's surprisingly intellectual of you, and I'll let that one go. The next one I have is jumper. Something that you...
This just feels like me being in high school getting judged by my high school teacher for writing all of my answers in Crayola. I mean, yeah, you did write the correct answer, but there's also a lot of dribble on your sheet, Makari.
You wear in the autumn, winter period. I wrote sweater. When I wear one, I sweat. Like, it's so hot. So I mentioned this one only a few moments ago. It's autumn, as in the season. Oh my god, it's my favorite season. I wrote fall, because leaves fall down. Okay, that's it. Get out. Oh, say, can you see? And the next word I have is aubergine, as in the purple vegetable. Oh my god, I wrote down eggplant. Do not ask me why. Oh my god, I'm so random. Okay, I'm just going to move on from that. The next word I have is aluminium.
Aluminum.
To metal. Aluminum.
There are just so, like, sometimes you get the right word, but you pronounce it so weirdly. Guys, the English language was not designed for you to butcher it, okay?
No, aluminium. Aluminum. You're losing a syllable. Aluminium. Aluminum. How are you today? I am struggling, America, with our lack of progress. Progress? Progress. Progress.
Progress. Progress. Two words that are separate individually that sound very similar when you put them together do not need to be butchered.
So I wanted to look at...
Like, you wouldn't go pra. It's not pra. When you say something that is very professional, it's not... You don't go pro. It's very pro, mate. Not pra. Yeah, that's very pra, mate.
Other words today. and that word is crisps.
Ah,
They normally come in a bag.
The conversation
they're like
that needs to be had.
fried potato chips. Well, technically yes, but potato chips we would call chips. Another version of a cooked potato, not quite as thin as a crisp. Like French fries? Comment? Qu'est-ce que c'est these French fries? Honestly, I have no idea. I am at a loss at this stage, to be honest.
Yeah, so this entire thing all boils down to just like America's our long lost child that comes back after like 20 years of being lost in the wilderness, and they've developed a lisp.
Is soft and flaky, whereas British biscuits are hard and dry. Those are bourbons. Americans, are you aware that you're using the word wrong? Man, shut up, I swear to God, with your little ugly hard-eye cookies. Favorite, British sigh. Slightly lower Australian sigh. Canadian apology. Unwarranted American Declaration of Freedom.
You forgot the gunshots! You forgot the America! America! Freedom!
Chips, airplane, aeroplane, subway, underground, different opinions, felony, UK versus US Capri Sun. Of all the obituary differences between America and Britain, this one is my favorite. American parents say their children are speaking in a British accent after watching too much Peppa Pig. British.
Yeah, get indoctrinated, bitch. Mummy, can we possibly go and play in the puddle? No, darling, the Americans are watching. They might think there's oil there.
Boys. Hey, babe, how are you? You look lovely today. American boys. What up, shawty? You looking hella fine. Wanna win a chicken dinner? Hell yeah, let's get naked.
Nah, I'm sorry. Okay, this is one I'm gonna disagree with. British boys are just as bad. The British fellas, when they're out trying to hit up ladies, like, oi, mate, you proper chavving royally, ain't you, lass? Are you gonna get down on your two whistle, get some blowy? Oh, yeah, mate, fucking whatever, bruv. It's just the same. It's chav language.
You've never met a British boy, have you? Oi, mate, I think you're fine as Bobby.
Well, I'm glad this one understands.
Cheese. That's more like it. Yorkshire, we have a question. Christmas cake with or without cheese? Why do British people eat like they're in the 1800s and don't have electricity?
Okay, this one, Americans, you got this on us. Yeah, this is why England doesn't know how to use flavoring. England still eats like we're in World War II. And I hate it. Being a chef, this pisses me off on an immense level. This must not register on an emotional level, but it does, and I hate it.
Why do Americans eat like they have free healthcare? UK people, when they hear an American say chips, instead of
Crunchy munchy snack bite delights.
Oh, mate, you say chips, not crunchy munchy snacker jack chip Worcestershire delights, mate. Oh, that's kind of cringe, isn't it?
We don't want to ban all guns, we just want common sense gun control, like the UK and Australia. The UK banning kitchen knives, Australia banning Nerf guns. Feel bad for you. I don't think about you at all. I've just seen a map of the United States. How? Why are your counties/states so neatly divided? In England, it is wiggly line world. Sorry, Kent. And then you look at America.
You want to know why that exists? Hundreds and hundreds of years of civil war. Before America even existed, the only thing that the British people hated more than other parts of the world were other British people.
And it's like, bam, boxes, why, how, when. Excuse me, they're called Liberty Squares. Pay 3% taxes or die. 1776, we all said screw you. Pay 35% or die. Today, this is perfectly fine. Color, proof that
Yeah, but that's conducive to any part of the world. England's just as bad at that at this point. I realized that this initially started as me doing a fuck you to America, but now I'm just realizing, oh wait, no, this is just a self-report about how bad England is. God damn it.
the British are not real.
It's that difference between what British people think their country's like versus what it actually is like from some outside perspective.
Americans. Well, duh, you typed it wrong. It's in all caps. That's better. Yeah, they're such capitalists. Did you just... Yeah, they just did. I have fruit polos and lollipops. Be jealous. Do many people not know what fruit polos are? They are heaven. They are so good. In America, we call them lifesavers. They can be chewy or hard candy. Polos aren't chewy. They also come in mint. I'm pretty sure the fruit polos are chewy. US news. People are dying. Everything is horrible. We're terrified. UK. Woman finds loaf of bread crusts.
There's a level of importance of things going wrong in the world. This is UK smear campaigns to distract... Like, in America, they distract you from the real problem by starting wars and bringing attention to, you know, trans rights and other such things. In America, they distract you from the economic crisis by loaves of bread with nothing but crusts!
Oh no, the UK yeah, it's terrible. America. Ah, damn it. England. Bloody jeez Louise pixie dust, and for the love of God, the Queen and Holy. People from other countries think that the UK is filled with beautiful, posh, Benedict Cumberbatch type humans, when in reality, man stuck in street bin. First things first. Is that a hockey puck?
That is very much the problem with England. People have a picturesque image in their mind as to what they think England is like because of TV and whatever else they've seen as like a picturesque society. Yeah, England, if you go to the right places, you'll find that. In reality, England is a shithole. There are some nice places, but most of England is a shithole.
Oh, it's something far worse.
I can literally walk out onto my street right now, like out onto the main road where I live. And Meowme's in the chat there, who's visited me, can corroborate this. We can walk out onto that main road right now, and within 5 seconds, see a disheveled old person that should be in an asylum somewhere pissing in a corner. England is just as fucked as the rest of the world. We just pretend it's not.
It's black pudding. Can somebody please tell me why schools in Europe have no security? We have like a whole ocean between us and America. How much more security do you want? The British are seen by
called out
Americans.
America.
The British are seen by Europeans. The rest of the world, you...
Yep, that is actually much more of an appropriate representation of England. England is just full of old, farty people drinking weak beer, fighting over the weirdest of things, stuck on their ignorant prior selves, thinking they're the best thing since sliced bread because they still think it's the colonial years.
British are seen by Europeans. The rest of the world, you people have issues. Of course I have issues. That's my fricking father. America. Hell yeah. Great Britain. Canada. British words for this has not gone well.
Sky rats.
Brilliant. Marvelous. Perfect. Great. Typical. Excellent. Obviously. I think great is number one. Losing
You forgot bugger. Oh, it's buggered, mate. It's proper buggered. Bob the Builder. Can he fix it? No, it's fucked.
Number one. Losing pounds in the UK. Losing pounds in the US. Dear America, these are not Smarties. These are Smarties. Get it right. Sincerely, Europe. If you're from America and you haven't tried Smarties, try them. They're nice. And Australia, mate. Dear
My
Europeans,
favorite flavor of
this is not
Smartie, EL2 flavor composite 5.
a biscuit. This is a biscuit. Sincerely, the guardians of breakfast and freedom. That is not a biscuit. Lies, lies. The UK and the UK in American movies. America call it.
I think there's a problem at this point where British people refuse to acknowledge that other people's interpretations of food exist. Like, oh, you have your version of a biscuit? No, it's our version of a biscuit. Yo, no, we deny you in any sense of the word. No, it's only our interpretation that matters. Because people are allowed to have their own interpretation of things. Like, the American biscuit is basically just a British scone. And I love me a good scone, I do. Oh, I love a scone, a good bangers and mash, a toe in the owl, fish and chips, and cheese! Love the cavalry's here! Jolly good.
The world ending. In the UK, we call it summer. And winter, weather's always miserable. Color, neighbor, favorite, flavor, harbor, honor, humor, labor. The letter U.
That last one's a very accurate depiction, by the way. At any given point, about 45 to 55% of England is underwater.
is important. There's no U in freedom. There's also no N, H, O, or S in America. Can anyone explain the N, H, or S thing? NHS, National Health Service, a service in the UK that allows every citizen to receive free or incredibly discounted healthcare. Rural towns in the UK versus rural towns in the US. I think rural towns in the UK can look much nicer than this. You've picked the worst possible image and you've picked
I don't want to say that he's lying, but I think it's a proportionality thing. England has descended substantially. I mean, between these two photos, you have decided to take a picture on a sunny day in a rural town in the US versus a dreary grey day in the UK. And I know you're going to say, well, isn't that just every day in the UK? Yes, you're right, which is why nobody's ever seen a nice looking town or hamlet in the UK, because there's never any bloody sun. Explains why I'm so white and pasty.
the best for America. The difference between the UK and US. In the UK, you drive 100 miles and bread rolls have changed names twice, and you're not 100% sure people are actually still speaking English. In the US, you drive 100 miles and you haven't even left your county, let alone the state.
Problem is in England, if you drive 100 miles in any direction, you end up in the fucking ocean.
Versus the guy she told you not to worry about. When British people say maths, I laugh because that's stupid. When Americans campaign against universal healthcare, Britain laughs because that's stupid. We call it maths because it's mathematics. There's more than one of them. Or maybe you pea-brained eagle smashers can only handle one. How British see Americans versus how Americans see British. American kid,
Accurate.
You're from the UK. Cool. So do you have tea with the Queen? British kid. Do you go to McDonald's with Obama? When Americans talk about the day they declared...
Well, I mean, I'd like to, but the Queen's fucking dead, so, you know. Hey, when you go to... No, I was gonna make an Epstein joke. I'm not gonna lower myself to it. I'm not, god damn it.
Independence from Great Britain. They don't say the actual date the American way, July 4th. They say it the British way, 4th of July. What the? Wait, is it actually genuinely a thing that Americans don't have kettles? But then how do...
See, this is the thing that absolutely bothers me above all else. Like, I still don't believe this is true. Do Americans really not have kettles? Like, how do you make your cup noodles? Like, forget tea for a second. How do you make anything that requires water? Like, kettles are so convenient. And I wanted to believe this was fake news and just bullshittery.
Wait.
But then I see stuff like this.
Making my English boyfriend a cup of tea the American way.
Why would you put the milk and the water in?
Cup of British tea.
Ew! Disgusting! I'd be like, oh, you can't tell the difference. Yes, you fucking can!
I presumed that he won.
No, Headbutt Handy got the draw.
Headbutt Handy. What a great name. Nah.
What is that?
That's minging, mate! It's fucking minging!
What is that?
That is disgusting. Sorry,
What?
no, I don't mean to be rude. I feel like I'm
Typical British thing, apologizing for somebody else's bullshit. Something the Canadians woefully stole from us and took it as their own.
being really rude, but that is not a cup of tea.
You put it in the microwave.
Oh, you having a laugh?
Making my
And this is what makes me believe, like, I don't want to believe that Americans don't know what a kettle is, but seeing shit like that, and that just being a hyperbolic example, makes me actually believe you guys don't know what a fucking kettle is.
they make tea? By throwing it into the harbour. Every British person is going...
Once again, I remind you, that tea was not British tea. That was tea that was taxed by the British, and the only thing we lost out on was money. You dumped your own tea into the ocean like the idiots you are. Because God save the Queen! Even when we lose, we win! Yes! Yes! The British knew how to lend it a hand and call it a day! Yes! Anyway.
Going to think the exact same things when they see this image. I can almost guarantee it. Should have gone to Specsavers. Britain is a strange place. We have to boost the power at a certain time to cope with everyone putting the kettle on for a cup of tea. You're joking, right? No, I'm not. It even has a wiki page. Welcome to Britain. Fun game. Refer to America as South Canada and watch as Americans lose their marbles. Probably because it's United States of America and not South Canada. That doesn't even sound right. Look, it's working. Why are people even questioning obesity in America? Why is...
That's one thing that both British people and Americans have in common. Slandering, like, there are people like me who don't give a fuck. I am the most unpatriotic person imaginable. I actually despise the fact I'm British, but I'll lean on it because he who whimsy. But the typical run-of-the-mill Brit who's got a picture of the Queen in their front room, much like you guys have like a picture of your president in the front room. You say anything slanderous about the patriotism and they will instantly lose their marbles. Like, oh, it's not England, it's the south of Scotland. Ah, you're wrong, that doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it's working, it's working.
Your tea liquidized. Americans make cheese toasties in a pan and call it grilled cheese. I'm so angry. What the hell is a cheese toasty? And how else are you supposed to cook it if not in a pan? Using a grill, where is...
This is what I dub as cultural differences. At the end of the day, the result of a cheese toasty or a grilled cheese, the way you go about it is entirely culturally, is the cultural appropriate part. If you grill it, if you put it in a cheese toasty machine, doesn't really matter. So long as you get the result of a two cooked slices of bread with cheese and maybe some other garnishes in the middle, that's what really matters. It's the end goal. We're getting the same thing, but we're getting worked up in the minutiae of things. The one part I will get pissed off at is when Americans slander certain British foods without actually trying them, because then you end up looking like this MacGuffin with egg on his face. Much like British people getting their eyes open to the fact flavor exists by tasting American food, American people will often find that not all British food is slop. Some of it is slop, but some of the slop that we eat in England is actually quite tasty.
My name's Joey. Today we are going to be trying out a regular UK breakfast.
Something making beans on toast, something slandering the British, blah blah blah, skipping through this. He spends the entire first part going, ew, beans on toast, British people apparently eat this, blah blah blah.
Y'all seeing this? I had the beans on there.
One thing you should have done here, by the way, put some cheese on that bitch. Put some cheese on there and it would make it mwah. And when you make beans on toast, by the way, we're not talking about your stupid, like, we're talking about beans with the rich tomatoey sauce.
If this is like a normal amount, I'll put a little bit more on there, shit. I don't know how they do this, let's find out. Oh, Christ, okay.
Yep. It was at this moment he realized that, hey, maybe those British people are onto something. Guys, what I'm saying is, when it comes to cultural differences, keep an open mind. We get caught up in the whimsy of, like, oh, the definition of things and the way things are talked about and said and how they're pronounced and done. The end result is all that matters.
The confusion. Do you call it a panned cheese? Wait, you guys make toasties in pans? My question here is why the hell are you guys calling them cheese toasties if you're not making it in a toaster? Because they're just called cheese toasties, okay? British versus American. Toilets, we call it. Restroom, you guys call it. Or the loo. Can I copy your homework? Sure, but don't make it too obvious. British
Literally what I said at the start of the video.
gingers versus American gingers. American, but Americ shouldn't. Can this be our foreign policy from now on? Hey UK, how's it going? Britons need to be less squeamish about drinking water from sewage, says agency head. What is this?
You know that's where 90% of people's drinking water comes from, right? You know that, like, 90% of the water you drink from your tap is recycled water that's come from somebody else's butthole or pee-pee? You know that, right? That's not a Jesus Christ moment, that's a, oh yeah.
This post. The main difference between the USA and Great Britain, as seen by the rest of the world. Brilliant! Awesome! Why have the word United in your name when you can name yourself something original, like Canada? In Scotland, we have mixed feelings about global warming because we will get to sit on the mountains and watch the English drown. This is the greatest thing I've seen in a long time. Great Britain and its politics never fail to amuse. Sometimes I get sad. Then this comes across my dash again. What Americans think the British are like versus what the British think American are like.
Good afternoon. You know, this is the part where I say that when British people are arguing with Americans about their cultural differences, the only people that are winning are the Scots up in their Northern Highlands going, Scotland forever!
Noon, my good sir. Fancy a spot of tea, madam? I'll have 100 cheeseburgers for free because I rock. Also a Diet Coke and a shotgun.
What the British are really like, what the Americans are really like. Do British people not drink iced tea as much as Americans do? What do they drink
the impression
during
that
the
people
summer?
actually talk to
Tea?
each other.
But it's hot. Only tea. There are no other drinks. Only tea. Wait, what if you don't like tea?
Okay. There's actually a scientific reason for this. Something you learn when you go to places like the Middle East or any like Asia sort of associated country. Drinking tea in a hot day is actually scientific. Drinking a hot drink on a hot day helps prevent your body from using excess calories to either cool or heat up the drink properly. So drinking a hot drink on a hot day actually makes sense because it prevents you from dehydrating more. Yeah. Didn't think I knew that, did you? Didn't think that there's a functional brain in its brain cell. Told you. Yeah.
The weak die. Natural selection. Dangerous things that might be high in a storm. UK. US. I am beginning to understand why the UK is the way it is. UK. America is horrible. You don't even have free healthcare. Also UK. Where did this stereotype come from? Sounds about right. Adults in the UK. Teenagers.
It's because Britain has a problem with summer teeth. Because some are here and some are there. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
In America. What do you call this in your country? Bread?
Loaf.
Brodem. Bajuki land bread. American festivals versus British festivals. Going to a British festival is an experience.
So, I used to live near a town that had a festival every year called the Rolling of the Barrel, which is a festival where everyone in the town and the neighboring towns gathers down the main high street of this town, and they roll several barrels down the high street that are pitched with tar on the inside and lit on fire. Then people will carry these barrels, throw these barrels, roll these barrels, all the way down the high street to the other end. And in practice, and on its surface, it might seem like a really fun, whimsical thing. The origin of this festival was that these were the barrels that they would put human beings in and torture them with whilst they were still alive. Yeah.
If you're going to a festival in the UK, good luck. Europe. I'm in my 30s and I don't have a car. We don't care. Get on the bus. USA. If you speak to us again, we will call the police. Say something nice about the UK. You guys created the largest number of Independence Days around the world. I am British, I whisper, as I purposely spell words with Q's. I am American, I shout, as I deep fry my freedom. So
You know, I'm just gonna let that be.
being a big company in the USA versus in Europe, how the weather is presented around the world. Finland, you guys are doing it right. In the UK, they'll be dressed up as knights. And in the USA, you know they can be dressed up as cowboys. USA, Michigan, Japan! The USA and UK
place
arguing
Japan!
who
Place
fought the
Japan!
most on D-Day.
By the way, guys, in about a year's time, January of 2027, I'll be going to Japan with a friend of mine, and I will hopefully have a streamer backpack to stream it. So I get to do the UK thing, the UK person thing of going to Japan and going, look, place Japan! Wojak point, place Japan! I'm in Japan! I'm so culturally appropriate, culturally diverse!
Who were present on all 5 beaches. USA versus EU football stadium, the same capacity. England. Okay, colonies, pay these taxes. USA, make me. England. Wait, what? USA. UK, Spain, Mexico, Germany, Japan. People in USA, people in UK, people in India. Drives on the left side, drives on the right side. Drives wherever they want. Trunk, boot, fries, chips, cookie, biscuits, gasoline, petrol. Memes, 2 years in jail. What's the opposite of Coke call? It's called England. There's always those neighbor countries that sort of hate each other, like New Zealand and Australia, Britain and France, the rest of the world and America.
No. England and the rest of England.
Serious question. Are there any other channels in England besides BBC? BBC 2, 3, 4, 1 HD, 5 News, 24 Parliament HD.
Guys, I'm about to say the most heretical thing imaginable. I, as of this year, am no longer paying my TV license. That's right. That's right. Because if God intended me to pay money for a service I don't use, then I would be a blasphemer. I refuse to give my hard-earned money for a service that doesn't intend to give me what I have paid for. And if they come to my doors asking, give us money, because here's the thing, in England, if you don't pay your TV license, which is a legitimate thing, by the way, they will come to your door and say, here, mate, you like the meme of TV license, it's a legitimate thing. They will come to your door and say, oh, are you paying a TV license? And the thing is, you only need to pay your TV license if you are watching live broadcasts on the BBC. So if you're just sat there binging Netflix or doom scrolling, you don't need to pay your license. And they can and will come to your door to aggressively encourage you to pay it. But legally, you are under no right to let them in your house. You just have to say, no, I don't watch that. In fact,
Oh dear, I'm going to be late for the royal wedding. I need to get home now. Oh, God blimey.
You that little boy! You
Well,
realise you're walking 5 miles an hour in a 4 mile an hour zone?
well, I didn't.
I'll have you sent to the Tower of London for this!
No, no.
Fish and shit!
Ah, the British summer.
now you may think this is satire, you may think it's parody, but no, this is the kind of shit that happens because we live in a society!
Afternoon, officer.
Tally-ho, good chap. Out enjoying a cup of tea on this warm summer's day, I see.
Well, what else?
Hold on a minute.
What?
Queen Elizabeth's name!
Oh, no.
You're not using a saucer, sir!
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
hope
have
you
one.
know
Oh, no.
That's illegal!
Finally, I can watch some BBC by myself. No TV licenses necessary. What? Oh, no.
You better have paid your TV license, sir!
Well, no, I haven't, but,
Tea and crumpets!
No, I'm not.
The Duke of Edinburgh will hear it! The police! There's alcohol in that mouthwash!
What?
How old are you, son?
17.
17? Underage drinking!
I didn't know. No.
We love us some good self-aware memery. Unfortunately, that is a very accurate depiction of England.
And if you're not into TV, there's BBC Radio 1.
Can't even have butter knives these days without a
Do
license.
you guys celebrate the 4th of July? No, why would we? It's the most important event in history. It's only important to you guys. What? Things I do at 2 a.m. Paint Great Britain with tea. This is possibly the most British thing I've seen in my life. What a waste of tea. I'm British and I don't really like tea. It's called gas. Petrol. God.
Honestly, same. Like, I like a good Earl Grey every now and again, but I'm not the kind of person... What the fuck? Dude, have you heard of electrolysis?
Oh yeah, man. You have enough hair to make rugs, you know? Why do they need sheep? Americans pronouncing it Nutella, as if it were made from
hair in my
hazelnuts.
burger every time I go to McDonald's?
Nutella is pronounced Nutella. Wait, Nutella? Alright.
What?
You just got roasted like a hazelnut. I suddenly want to live in the UK. UK. What, you want the UK? Yeah, I mean, sure, but aren't most of your exams in America multiple choice? I go to the UK. That's what I was told. We don't have that. I just learned about chip butties, which is an English food.
Oh, bruv, just like I was mentioning about beans on toast. If you've not put some fucking French fries between 2 slices of bread, slather that with either some ketchup or mayo and some cheese, you aren't living your goddamn best life. Fucking try it right now, otherwise I swear on me mum, I'll come over there and shove it out. What is this video, dude? No one's gonna watch this.
That is literally just French fries in between 2 slices of bread. They're called chips. This is just making me so irrationally angry. Yeah, like you calling chips French fries. And those aren't even French fries if they were to be French fries. Why are people even questioning obesity in America? I'm game. Why is your tea liquidized? Where exactly do you live that the tea isn't liquidized? England, where it is in a bag and you have to make it yourself. Like, what do you do with already liquid tea? Microwave it?
Oh god,
No, it's sweet
I've seen that. People who have like spray tea or something. Ugh. Disgusting.
And you drink it cold. Who drinks cold tea? Have you never had iced/sweet tea before? I reblogged this from a British person, and I've been laughing at the tag.
I see myself in this picture and I hate it because until I was about 25, when somebody mentioned iced tea, I retched. And then I tried it and I was like, And then that was the gateway for me trying iced coffee and realizing that hot drinks can be cold drinks as well. And now I'm cripplingly addicted to iced coffee and I do not resent that fact.
For 600 years. Cold tea? Hashtag America, what are you doing? Outrage! That's not how tea is done. England, you stole tea from China. You had it a mere 4 centuries compared to their 30 plus. Don't play like you're some kind of authority. Oh yeah, and you guys...
Cultural appropriation, then hijacking it as if it was our own? Couldn't be England!
You can tell us that? Shut up. How long have you been around for, huh? Great Britain invades people for spices, taxes spices, sparks.
All right, here we go. I've already made point of this. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I am not representative of this, though. I'm a chef. I trained for multiple years to know what spices do. The rest of England may eat like they're in World War II still, but I won't.
Damn revolution over spices. British food. If you haven't had toast with some butter, beans, cheese, you can't judge it until you try it. I want to study at a British university. I will spell colour as colour and use degrees Celsius. Ah, caught you. Celsius, more like centigrade. We don't want you here. This is Scotland. It is part of England according to my sources. People fought with axes to prove that's not the case. England and Scotland are separate, but both are part of Britain. And what language do they speak in Scotland? Oh, it's English, isn't it? So America is part of England too then? I want you, America, to understand you speak English. And learn to spell. There's no such language as American English, it's English. Why are British TV shows so much better than American shows? Me, American. They've got Sherlock, Downtown Abbey, Doctor Who, Top...
Did he just say Downtown Abbey? Fake fan! Ah, he got it wrong! It's Downton Abbey, you heretical swine! Quickly call the clergy and send this man to the Tower of London immediately! Fake Brit.
Gear. What about EastEnders? If I grew up in Britain, why are American TV shows so much better than British? Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Homeland...
See, this is just optics, right? You always think whatever the person on the other side of the fence has is better than yours because you're used to it.
The Wire. But Mom, can someone translate this? I don't know British. I'll do my best. Hey, yo, mama. Americans versus British. If you're bragging about healthcare and freedom, I think Canada takes the win. You are or you are. You're welcome. Lots of love from the British educational system. When you're 19, can I buy a bottle of vodka? USA. No, that's illegal and irresponsible. Can I go $50,000 into debt for education? We encourage it. Why is it
We live in a society
cancelled in the UK, but cancelled in America? Because we gave you that L in 1776. Gotta be fair. We've got a lot of anti...
You guys just don't let it go. You just don't let it go. It's funny, but remember, time has passed, much like everything else, and just like your mum, you're not as old as you think, you're not as young as your mama. Yeah, your mama.
American in this video. This
I'm
hurts
smart.
though. This really hurts.
I made a smart
You
joke.
can't go to bed without a cup of tea, but you don't have any because the Americans threw it into the sea. You're insecure. I know what for.
Again, factually incorrect.
It's because you lost the Revolutionary War. Wearing Stone Island in the USA. Nice jacket, thanks. In the UK. Big mistake, pal. Get away, mate. I'll kill you.
I don't get it. God damn it. Why did I agree to watch this? All it's done is piss me off. You know what? At least I got the cortisol that I definitely required. As for the dopamine, I guess I'm just gonna have to go into Rule 34. Wait, I can't go into Rule 34 because I live in a fucking shithole called